Okay, everybody, welcome back. I am finally back here with my voice on Flightsim 2024 after a long pause. Sadly, I had a laptop blow up, motherboard fried due to overusage of my USB ports, I believe, plugging and unplugging without a powered unit. That's what I was told by some research I did, and Microcenter Boston was great enough to honor my warranty for my ASUS laptop, which is only a tiny bit old, a year and a half, but it blew the motherboard out and it was in warranty, so they couldn't fix it. So I got a full refund and now just upgraded to an Alienware 5090 Area 51 laptop, which is exceedingly fast. Let's show you how fast it is. People want to know. I'm just going to start off in a very rural area. The Skywagon 7 Charlie Lima 4 Marine Corps Mountain War Training Center. This is a place I found in California randomly in a video I just did where I landed on this lake and went over to this place. It's not even listed in the Jeppesen database. The runway is dinky. I'm guessing about 500 feet. It's shown as a helicopter. Wow, and there's the satellite imagery showing helicopters. Shown as a helicopter port. Wow, I've never seen this before. Let's just do I'll just taxi over. Custom departure. Set departure, go to the ground, ready for takeoff from that parking spot, which is something I videoed once before. And we'll go ahead and start it. But this little dinky airport is very fascinating to me. So as we zoom in, I normally don't videotape sims loading because they used to take too long. Hopefully this won't take too long and make my video kind of boring or messy, because it should just work, I'm hoping. But anyway, on the new laptop, Flightsim 24 is working quite incredibly fast. Bitchingly fast, probably, I should say. Alright, ready to fly. Let's go in here. And, I gotta add my brakes. Boink. I love the airplane here. The defaulted, or, I don't know, it was a freeware Coronado 185 on floats. I have everything. I'll show you my settings here in a second, are pretty much maxed out. I will make a video about why I don't completely do it yet. Still on a 5090, which is totally bizarre, but the frame rate in the upper left corner is showing 116. Now it is a rural area. In my old laptop I would have probably had about 80 or 90. Let me set my brakes for a second here. I use the NVIDIA overlay because recently Steam frame rate counter does not include frame gen. So let's look at the settings for a second. This is standard frame gen stuff. My settings are at my new resolution right there, 2K ish with a wider screen than 18-inch laptop screen. TAA by default. Render scaling same, and fidelity sharpening I cranked it up to 190. Looks pretty cool. Same with the exposure EV down to -85. Things look a little richer, less washed out sunlight. Frame generation is DLSS. 2 times is what's always on standard. And that gives me my 119 FPS. And then the trick I revealed to the world recently that got me a lot of hits was the half refresh rate. Gotta have it on half. If you don't have this shown on VSync interval on half, you have to deactivate frame gen to get access to this button, then put half refresh rate back on. And it gives you green, all greens on the developer mode. I'm not going to show that now because it's so messy, but all greens. Global rendering is when I click default, reset the defaults as ultra, then I take back 2 things. Still, I have taken back level of detail at 105 and objects level of detail at 105. I still have a stupid runway stutter on landing rollout or just about to stop on the runway. There's always a glitch, a little flinch. I don't know what it is. It's ridiculous. I've also been told and shown a video I've watched many times, so trees are astronomically damaging, as damaging as TLOD and objects. So getting rid of those things, do I think it's helped? Everything else is ultra, by the way, or set on ultra default except for airport quality. I've reduced that as well to try to eliminate the stupid runway stutter. Make a separate video on that, but I believe it has an effect. Alright, let's go back to the airplane here. As you see it, sitting here on the ground at 103, it's smooth as silk, and I'm very happy with it. The details are cranked. I mean, the scenery, look at the beautiful rocks and stuff around this airport. Just amazing. It's beautiful. It is a rural area, of course, and I will change that in a second. But now I'm going to do something else. I'm going to go to this new thing. Now that I have a 5090 on board, I have a frame rate multiplier. I can go above 2x. On my 4090, I was not able to. So when I started experimenting with this, I was blown out of the water. I'm like, oh my God, what can this do for me? And this is what it does. You know, I don't care what people say. I'm a frame rate hog and I love it. 170, 169, 164 on the frame rate. Up in the cockpit, 155, 150. This is intense. And it works. There's no ghosting, no blurring. I am on TIA and it's still smooth as silk. And there's no effect other than the frame rate exceeding that of Aerofly FS4, which was the only reason I ever wanted to use Aerofly, because it was so beautiful that way. Incredible. So a frame rate of 151. All right, we'll go fly for a second here. We will go take off on this little mountain airstrip here for a second. Put the flaps down to 2 notches. Check my props are forward. Mixture is half back. I'm at high altitude, 6,500 feet. This little place is way up in the mountains near California. Just another totally awesome random place I discovered. We'll go for the takeoff. Max power. Here it goes. Check everything. Revving on up. Great sound effects in this airplane, by the way. I have the sound low because I'm talking right now, but here we go. Boing. Bouncy runway already. See if I can get airborne in time. I might not be able to. This could be a disaster. I don't know. Oof. This looks bad. Real bad. It's going to be rocks. Here we go. Ah, pull. I did it. I pulled. I got it up. And now she's in ground effect. Danger, danger, though. Keep the nose down. Don't accelerate too much. Move over for the trees. Don't scare the cars. And here we go, out of the local area. Look at that little airstrip out there in the backwoods. In a seaplane with pontoons, believe it or not. Beautiful countryside, though. Just look at the trees. Look at everything. So it works great. Frame rate is now cranking at 160. Smooth as glass. No ghosting. No artifacts. Just pure joy. And it's amazing. So now you want to ask, or I'll ask anyway in case you don't, what if I put this up to 4 times? Yeah, well, 4 times is 4 times, everybody. Frame rate is now going up over the 200 limit. 196. Hard to see right there. 202 FPS. I've never in my dreams thought I'd see a Flightsim by Microsoft running at 200 frames per second. But there it is. And again, no ghosting. Just pure joy. 200 frames a second. I don't care who you are. Even I got friends that swear they can't see any better than 24 FPS because that's what Hollywood told them. I totally disagree. I would eat my hat if I owned one. I'm telling you right now, I see a difference, and I have always seen a difference. I don't know if on YouTube it's going to show up here, but wing waggling and all, it is absolutely mind-boggling here. Beauty, I think that on YouTube it only shows 60 FPS, but even then, I mean, there is a huge difference between 24, 30, 100, which I got used to on the old laptop, and now I don't care who you are. I can see the difference. I don't have to look at the gauge. I can see it. I can feel it. I know it exists. I fly level D sims in real life. I don't know what their frame rates are, but they have to be well over 100 for fidelity, and it just works. So I will fight somebody to the death. No, I can't do that. I'm a wimp, but anybody who keeps telling me frame rates of 24 are all you need is a bunch of bunk hooey. Now, I totally understand a lot of people can't afford or don't have machines faster than that, and they can have a machine that's smooth at 24 to 30 and do some tricks to get that, or even more so without runway stutters, then life is good, and that's really important, and I totally understand that. I'm fortunate enough now to have this top-end machine, one of the fastest laptops on Earth, I guess, and I love it. And, you know, I could probably be flying a real airplane for what I would have spent on this, or I did spend on it, actually. It's not a freebie. I did get it. I paid my own. It's not given to me for any review or anything. But anyway, I got a side slip to get it into this little short strip here. I am way too high. Let's see if I can do this. And again, it's, I don't know if you'll see it, landing at 180 FPS is pretty dang wild. Got a lot of speed to bleed off. Just keep it side slip all the way to the pavement, maybe just a little tiny pull up, a little more side slip, and oof, awful. But hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, 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 flaps up, flaps up, flaps up, brakes, 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 blah, 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 blah. Flaps are up, and woof, we made it. There we go. And no runway stutter. Now again, I'm out in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. Pretty dang wild at 208 FPS. Okay, so the big thing is, obviously everybody wants to know, how will this work at London City? Everybody asks me, everybody wants to know. Let's just get this over with. In the Phoenix, because for some reason everyone claims the Phoenix is the worst performing aircraft ever, which I disagree with. I don't seem to have that problem with the Phoenix now. I'll go to my private jet version because London City wouldn't have anything else. And let's just see this. I don't know how to spell it, so I'll just do this. London City. Also on the fast laptop, what's beautiful about this is that it just launches fast. The program seems to load quick. I mean, it's powering through whatever limitations there were before. So it does load quick, and we'll see what London City gives. People tell me in a laptop you'll never see over 30 at London City. Well, here we are, the most heavily populated, sparse place, I mean dense place on Earth in the flight sim world. So we'll take a look here. And there's the beautiful ACJ model by Phoenix, as I have the paint for it and whatnot. It's loading, so it's stuttering a bit now as things are popping in, but that'll settle down in a second. Go inside the airplane now. Things look like it's loaded, pretty smooth. Let's take a peek here. I have not tried this yet, so I'm new to this as well. There we are, there we are. Outside view. Stutter free, frame rate 183 FPS at London City. The airplane just popped in as well. Wow, alright, so there we go. 185, 183, 186. It's working. Let's see if it sustains itself. Let's add 2 notches of flaps. I'm pretty lightly loaded here, so there should be no issue there. All the lights are on, and let's go for a quick spin because people won't believe it, but there it is. Alright, let's rev her up and rip. Max thrust. And let her go. The brakes are off. And we are rolling. Alright, speed's alive, 380 cross-check. I'll get an assumed rotate about 120 or so. V1, rotate, up, up, up. Here we go. And we're airborne. London City, positive rate, gear up. With the Phoenix. 209 on the frames. 209 FPS. London City. With London in the background, no doubt, even that. At 190, 192. Gonna take a frame rate shot of that, maybe. Use it as my screen capture, I don't know. Alright, we are out climbing performance-wise, going crazy here. Gotta get rid of that tone, get the altitude up, and bring it to a stop in the climb here over London. Here it is, there's the city over there, you can see everything. Suck some flaps up now. I'm gonna overperform the flaps in a second. I'm still at 140 knots, so there it is. It's still smooth, no ghosting, no effect. It's hard to believe. Downtown London ahead. At a frame rate of 175, 191, 194. Everything is sharp and crisp. Oh, well, there's a stutter with a garbly gook. I don't know what that was. Maybe it's loading something. All right, 190, 186. There's 189 over London. Take another screenshot of that. And I haven't seen much difference on leaving DLSS on 2x. Other than the speed, there's no glitching or hesitations that I can see. I've tried 3x for the most part. I really don't use 4x much because I figured there's got to be a hitch, but I don't know. I mean, right now it seems like there's no hitch. Everything's running fine at 180, 190 FPS. Whoop, there are some pops there. But to me, again, that's Flightsim loading things, I believe. Loading and doing junk with the autogen, whatever, and photogrammetry. So there you go. There's London, over 200 FPS. And it is true. It does do it, and it is pretty dang amazing. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you come back, subscribe if you want, if you like this channel, and please interact with me. I do answer each and everybody's questions. I will do that all the time. So thanks for watching, and if anyone out there is another laptop simmer, please reach out to me, because these things are no longer to be embarrassed, laughed at, poked fun at, or anything. They're great. So there you go. Have a great day.